Imagine scrolling through your Netflix feed today and seeing a new release thumbnail for a series called Friends. The landline in the kitchen is gone. A dramatic airport chase is replaced by a character watching an Instagram story in a taxi. The agonizing wait for a phone call is now the silent observation of a location pin moving across a map. This version of Manhattan exists in a different technological reality. There are no paper maps, no frantic searches for payphones, and no reliance on a physical answering machine to keep the plot moving. If the series were filmed in 2026, the 6 lead characters would retain their names and histories, but the way they interact would follow a different set of physical laws. Simply giving the characters iPhones ignores the deeper shift. To see what the show would look like now, we have to recalculate the economics and social expectations of their world. The original series relied on a permanent headquarters, an apartment where 6 people gathered at any hour. Modern real estate and remote work shatter that proximity. Instead, they'd be staring at laptop screens in separate boroughs, tied to Slack channels and Zoom schedules. The spontaneous, unannounced drop-in has been replaced by the digital request for permission. Characters don't just appear in the doorway. They text, "Are you home?" and wait for a "send location" response. Even Central Perk would change. The orange velvet couch would be flanked by charging stations and a no laptops on weekends policy, shifting the vibe from a living room to a co-working space. The manager's role expands into the digital space. Gunther wouldn't just pour lattes. He'd be managing the shop's TikTok and responding to Yelp reviews. Physical gathering becomes a deliberate, scheduled event rather than a constant state of being. Technology makes staying in touch effortless, but it makes the simple act of sitting in the same room much rarer. Sitcom plots from the 90s were often built on the missed connection. If a character wasn't home to answer their one phone, the story could stall for days. Entire episodes were driven by the limitations of these machines: a tape running out, a message being accidentally deleted, or an embarrassing recording that someone had to break in to erase. Today, the conflict is psychological. We trade the frustration of "where are they" for the anxiety of "why haven't they replied yet?" Imagine Ross staring at 3 gray dots that suddenly disappear without a message. The tension moves to an over-analysis of read receipts and typing indicators. Private arguments like "we were on a break" become hyper-public. Heated disagreements are immediately documented with screenshots and shared, turning a quiet breakup into a public referendum. We have traded the mechanical mishaps of the analog age for the high-speed, deeply public conflicts of a world that never logs off. The modern economy is built to reward distinct, oversized personalities, providing a direct career path for the archetypes that defined the 90s sitcom. Instead of working as a personal shopper, a character with an eye for style builds a following as a digital brand consultant and niche influencer. An aspiring actor might find more success on TikTok than in traditional auditions, while a chef translates their perfectionism into a viral cooking channel. Sarcasm becomes a shareable commodity. Musicians upload directly without a label, and paleontologists find combative audiences for dinosaur facts in comment sections. The exact personality quirks that used to be punchlines are now the specific assets that the creator economy is designed to amplify. The most significant change in a modern reimagining isn't the presence of a screen, but the fragmentation of our attention. We are connected to everyone we know 24 hours a day, but that digital noise constantly interrupts the person sitting right in front of us. We are more reachable than ever, yet we often feel more isolated. This highlights the true appeal of the original series. It wasn't actually about New York City or the specific coffee shop they visited. The show worked because it portrayed a reliable group of people who consistently showed up. They sat with you through every bad date, celebrated every small victory, and refused to leave when things got difficult. A modern version would change the jokes and the technology, but the core desire remains the same. People don't watch for the 90s aesthetic. They watch because everyone still wants their own version of a found family.